Ingenious military strategies that rewrote history, from ancient warfare to modern battles. Greetings from Sergeant Fax. Today we will be discussing the techniques and methodology of military tactics. In the vast theater of global history, these strategies have been the unseen hand guiding the rise and fall of empires, shaping the world as we know it today. They're more than just plans or tactics. They are intricate designs that dictate how nations utilize their most critical resources, personnel, technology, and intelligence, to outmaneuver their adversaries. But why is this relevant to us, you might ask? Understanding these strategies offers more than a glimpse into the minds of history's greatest military leaders. It provides crucial insights into the events that have sculpted our history and will continue to influence our future. From the ancient battlefields to the modern arenas of cyber and space warfare, these strategies reveal the complexities of human conflict and triumph. Understanding military strategies involves delving into their definition and importance. A military strategy is a high-level plan to achieve specific goals in a war or conflict. It's a carefully devised plot that considers several factors, including the strengths and weaknesses of the enemy, the terrain, and the available resources. The importance of military strategies cannot be overstated. They can determine the outcome of wars and significantly impact the political, social, and economic landscapes of the countries involved. Military strategies have been instrumental in shaping history. They have determined the outcomes of major battles and wars, leading to the rise and fall of empires. They have influenced political landscapes, redrawn geographical boundaries, and prompted significant social and economic changes. Without military strategies, history could have taken a completely different course. The Battle of Cannae is a perfect example of the genius of military strategies. Hannibal, the Carthaginian general, employed a double envelopment tactic against the Romans, despite being heavily outnumbered. He lured the Roman soldiers into a trap by feigning a retreat, then attacked them from the flanks and the rear, leading to one of the most significant victories in military history. Another example of effective military strategy is the Mongols' use of psychological warfare. They instilled fear in their enemies through brutal displays of force, such as destroying entire cities and displaying the heads of defeated enemies. This strategy not only demoralized their adversaries, but also often led to their quick surrender, saving resources and lives. Alexander the Great, renowned for his tactical genius, displayed his prowess in the Battle of Gaugamela. Despite being significantly outnumbered, Alexander utilized the phalanx formation and took advantage of the enemy's overconfidence. His strategic use of terrain and timing ultimately led to the defeat of the Persian Empire, marking a pivotal moment in history. Napoleon Bonaparte's military strategy was exemplified in the Battle of Austerlitz, known as the Battle of the Three Emperors. His deceptive tactics and swift maneuvers overwhelmed the Allied Austro-Russian forces. The French victory under Napoleon's command showcased his uncanny ability to exploit his opponent's weaknesses. A revolutionary tactic used by Nazi Germany during World War II, the Blitzkrieg, also known as the Lightning War. This aggressive, fast-paced tactic involved the concentration of offensive weapons along a narrow front, intending to break through enemy lines swiftly. Its initial success reshaped warfare, emphasizing speed, coordination, and the element of surprise. The Normandy invasion, or D-Day, is a testament to the power of detailed planning and deception. Allies meticulously prepared for this amphibious assault, creating a massive decoy force to mislead German defenders. This grand strategy led to the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi control, marking a turning point in the war. The Battle of Trenton showcased the effective use of decoy tactics and military strategy. George Washington, leading the Continental Army, used a diversionary force to distract the Hessians. Meanwhile, his main force crossed the Delaware River undetected, leading to a surprise attack and a significant victory for the American forces. Julius Caesar's double envelopment at the Battle of Alesia was a masterful display of military strategy. Caesar's forces, vastly outnumbered, managed to encircle and defeat the Gallic forces by building two fortification walls. This tactic not only trapped the enemy, but also defended against outside reinforcements, leading to a decisive victory for Caesar. The Battle of Hastings was another historical event that showed the effectiveness of strategic planning. William the Conqueror's feigned retreat drew Harold's forces out of their strong defensive position. This maneuver created an opening for William's forces to attack and ultimately led to Harold's defeat. In the American Civil War, the Union implemented a naval blockade strategy. This was designed to cut off the Confederacy from overseas supplies and resources. The Anaconda Plan, as it was known, played a significant role in the Union's victory by strangling the Southern economy and disrupting their war efforts. The Battle of Marathon is a classic example of Greek military strategy. Despite being outnumbered, the Greeks managed to defeat the Persians through the use of superior tactics and terrain. They utilized a phalanx formation, a military tactic that provided both defensive strength and offensive power. The Battle of Agincourt showcases the strategic use of terrain in warfare. The English, led by King Henry V, positioned themselves on a muddy battlefield, forcing the French to attack uphill and through thick mud. This significantly slowed the French advance, allowing the English longbowmen to devastate the opposing forces. The strategic genius of Sun Tzu is timeless. His masterpiece, The Art of War, has been studied and utilized by military leaders for centuries. His emphasis on understanding the enemy, using deception, and striking at weaknesses continues to influence contemporary military strategy. Sun Tzu's teachings extend beyond the battlefield, finding relevance in business and politics as well. The Tet Offensive marked a significant turning point in the Vietnam War. Despite heavy casualties, the Viet Cong's surprise attacks during the Lunar New Year celebrations shattered the perception of American invincibility. It demonstrated that despite superior firepower, the U.S. could still be caught off guard, severely affecting public opinion and policy back home. The Siege of Leningrad serves as a powerful example of survival strategy. The Soviet Union, despite being ill-prepared for the German invasion, managed to endure a brutal 872-day siege. Their resilience in the face of starvation and the harsh winter was a testament to their determination, ultimately playing a crucial role in their victory. Camouflage is a potent tool in military strategies, allowing forces to blend with their environment, deceive the enemy, and launch surprise attacks. From the simple use of foliage by snipers to sophisticated digital patterns on aircraft, the use of camouflage has evolved significantly over time, proving its enduring importance in warfare. The attack on Pearl Harbor demonstrated the devastating power of surprise in military strategy. The Japanese, exploiting the Americans' belief that they were safe from attack, launched a devastating airstrike on the naval base. The event, which propelled the U.S. into World War II, underlined the strategic importance of always expecting the unexpected. The Battle of Zama marked the end of the Second Punic War, largely due to the superior strategy of Roman general Scipio Africanus. Scipio's innovative use of Roman infantry and cavalry outmaneuvered the famed Carthaginian general Hannibal. This strategic success cemented Rome's position as the dominant Mediterranean power and displayed the importance of adaptability in military strategy. In contrast, the Six-Day War showcased the devastating efficiency of a well-executed preemptive strike. The Israeli Air Force, anticipating an Arab attack, launched airstrikes on Egyptian, Syrian, and Jordanian airfields. This decisive move crippled their adversaries' air capabilities, allowing Israel to control the skies and eventually achieve a swift victory. This strategy highlighted the importance of foresight and decisive action in military engagements. The First World War introduced the grim reality of attrition warfare to the world. Both the Allied and Central powers were stuck in a brutal stalemate, with each side trying to wear down the other's resources and will to fight. The Battle of the Somme, for example, saw over 1 million casualties with little strategic gain, demonstrating the severe human cost of this strategy. The Battle of Stirling Bridge was a landmark victory for William Wallace and the Scots against English forces. Wallace's strategy was to wait until half of the enemy had crossed the narrow bridge before launching an attack, cutting their forces in half. This ambush tactic, using the terrain to their advantage, was a game-changer and cemented Wallace's reputation as a strategic genius. The role of intelligence in military strategies cannot be overstated. It provides the necessary information for planning and executing operations. During World War II, for instance, the Allies' successful code-breaking efforts provided crucial insights into Nazi plans, contributing significantly to their ultimate victory. Today, intelligence continues to be an integral component of military strategies, evolving with advancements in technology and espionage methods. The evolution of military strategies in the digital age has opened new avenues of warfare, shifting the battlefield from physical to virtual realms. This is marked by the deployment of drones, digital surveillance, and cyber attacks, transforming the way militaries engage and neutralize threats. The digital age has not only expanded the battlefield, but has also blurred the lines between civilians and combatants. Stealth and precision became the hallmarks of the Gulf War's air campaign, demonstrating the changing face of warfare. Advanced technology enabled precise targeting, minimizing civilian casualties and collateral damage. The use of stealth aircraft, such as the F-117 Nighthawk, allowed the coalition forces to penetrate enemy defenses undetected, paving the way for a new era of warfare. During World War II, the British intelligence devised Operation Mincemeat, an elaborate deception strategy meant to mislead the Axis powers about the impending invasion of Sicily. A corpse, disguised as a British officer carrying false invasion plans, was allowed to wash ashore where it was discovered by German agents. This strategy highlights the importance of disinformation in warfare. The Great Wall of China is a testament to the strategic importance of fortification. Spanning thousands of miles, this colossal structure was built to deter invasions from nomadic tribes. Its watchtowers and beacon towers allowed for rapid communication across vast distances, demonstrating how infrastructure can play a pivotal role in military strategy. The Battle of Thermopylae is renowned for the Spartans' last stand. Despite being heavily outnumbered, the Spartans, under King Leonidas, held off the Persian army by making a strategic stand at the narrow pass of Thermopylae. This battle underscores the importance of terrain and strategic positioning in warfare, even when faced with overwhelming odds. The Battle of Trafalgar, a pivotal event in naval warfare, showcased the British naval supremacy. Led by Admiral Lord Nelson, the Royal Navy decimated the French and Spanish fleets, establishing Britain as the world's dominant maritime power. Nelson's innovative tactics, breaking from traditional line of battle to a perpendicular approach, resulted in a decisive victory that changed the course of the Napoleonic Wars. In 1453, the fall of Constantinople was a masterstroke by the Ottoman Empire that ended the Byzantine Empire. The use of advanced artillery technology and siege tactics by Mehmet the Conqueror were crucial to this victory. The capture of Constantinople marked the ascendancy of the Ottomans as a major power in Europe, significantly altering the region's balance of power. The Battle of Midway marked a turning point in the Pacific War during World War II. The United States, through effective intelligence and superior strategy, managed to sink 4 Japanese aircraft carriers, dealing a devastating blow to the Japanese Navy. This victory marked the beginning of the end for Japanese expansion in the Pacific, demonstrating the importance of strategic planning and military engagements. The Cuban Revolution saw the effective use of guerrilla warfare by Fidel Castro and his forces. The rebels utilized the rugged terrain of the Sierra Maestra Mountains to conduct hit-and-run attacks against the Batista regime's forces. This strategy, combined with popular support and political maneuvering, eventually led to the successful overthrow of Batista and the establishment of a communist state in Cuba. The Battle of Verdun during World War I is a classic example of attrition warfare. The German High Command aimed to bleed France white by launching a concentrated attack on the French fortress city of Verdun. Despite the high casualties on both sides, the French managed to hold their ground, transforming Verdun into a symbol of French resistance and determination. The Cold War period ushered in a new kind of military strategy, where conventional battlefield tactics gave way to a protracted game of political chess. Nuclear deterrence became the mainstay of military strategy, with both superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, engaged in escalating arms races. A direct confrontation was avoided, the threat of mutual assured destruction serving as a deterrent. The role of technology in modern military strategies cannot be overstated. From drones to cyber warfare, technology has fundamentally altered the landscape of warfare. It allows for precision strikes, reducing collateral damage, and remote warfare, protecting soldiers' lives. However, it also introduces new vulnerabilities. as seen in the rising incidence of cyber attacks on military installations. The future of military strategies is likely to be dominated by artificial intelligence and cyber warfare. AI has the potential to revolutionize warfare with autonomous weapons and decision-making algorithms. Cyber warfare, on the other hand, can cripple a nation's infrastructure without a single physical attack. These developments present new challenges and ethical dilemmas for military strategists. In conclusion, military strategies have an enduring impact on history. They not only determine the outcome of battles, but also shape the course of nations and civilizations. Understanding military strategies, therefore, is key to understanding history. It provides insights into the minds of great military leaders and the socio-political contexts in which they operated. Lastly, for those interested in expanding their knowledge on military strategies, there are numerous resources available. Historical texts, biographies, and academic papers provide in-depth analyses of various military strategies. Additionally, online platforms offer interactive ways to explore these concepts through simulations and strategy games. These resources provide a comprehensive view of the evolving field of military strategies.